Well, hello there. I'm Pete LaFrance, the old Growler. Welcome to Meeting Expectations. What we do here is we take a look at a can or a bottle of beer. Sometimes a spirit or a wine will drop by because we're all friends in fermentation. Read everything on the label, check out the artwork, see what they're trying to sell us, crack it open, and see if it meets expectations. All right, today we have an Augustine 13 degrees. And this is from the Schilling Brewing Company, S-C-H-I-L-L-I-N-G Brewing Company in Littleton, New Hampshire. All right, it is, they call it a Polotmový lager, P-O-L-O-T-M-A-V-Y. And I have no idea what that is. I'll have to look it up and put it in the description box below. 5.6% alcohol by volume, but it is a lager. I got a feeling that 13% means something, but I'm not too sure. They don't tell us anything about grain. They don't tell us anything about the hops in here. They just have the usual government warning that I shouldn't operate heavy machinery or be pregnant. I don't have to worry about either one of those things. So, lager beers. All beers should be served at the correct temperature. Lagers, 37 degrees Fahrenheit to 47 degrees Fahrenheit. And ales, 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. So, a lager here should be 37 to 47 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, and we always use the same style of glass for all of our beers. That way nobody has a leg up when it comes to clarity or aromatics. All right, let's crack this open and see if it's... I have no idea what the Polotmový lager is, but it's a lager. It should be clear. It should be straw-colored. It should throw a nice head up there. It should be mildly hoppy, but more grain, more malt, and more roast, and have a nice finish of hop aroma to it. All right, let's crack it open and see if it meets those expectations. You'll notice we always use the same style of glassware for all of our beers. That way nobody has a leg up when it comes to clarity or aromatics. All right, here we go. Wow, that is a copper-colored beer. All right. So oh wow, it's almost a garnet-colored, lager. That's amazing. All right, well, it's a beauty color. You got great head. Let's see. The folks at Thermopen, they send me a lollipop thermometer. I always check my beers this way. And since this is a lager, 43.7 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is right on as far as the temperature to be serving this thing. Okay. Okay, well, as I say, for lager, that's kind of a dark lager, which is kind of surprising. But most people, when they do tastings, they take a look, they sniff, they sip, and then they tell you what they think. Well, I do things a little differently. What I do is I sip first. The reason I do that, Master Sommelier Fred Dex will explain it all to you. He does it a lot better than I do. All right, well, it's an interesting looking beer. Cheers. You'll notice I took 2 sips. The reason is it's not fair to the taste buds just to ask them to rise to the occasion immediately. No, they got to wake up, have a cup of coffee, and get ready. Now they're ready. Wow. There is a nice, the color gives it away. There's a roasted grain on there that is really nicely done. The Brits would call it biscuity. I would call it certainly a roasted grain, but malt. But it's not a sweet thing. It's kind of a grainy thing, so that is really nice. However, as the taste buds and the back of my palate accommodates this, it slides into a richer flavor. I wouldn't say sweeter, but richer. And that sweet and malt, the sweet and grain and roast comes together. It is a nice, rich flavor. Let's go in for the first nosedive. Oh, the malt, yeah, the malt there. We're not getting too much hop on this, but the malt really comes through. There's a roast, yeah, the nice roast. Wow. This is a rich, medium-bodied, nicely roasty, slightly sweety. But yeah, this isn't a terribly dry beer. No, this is just before it gets to sweet. All right, well, it does. Augustine 13%, it looks like. Polotnový lager, meet expectations. Well, I wasn't quite knowing what to expect. First off, as a lager, I was expecting a much brighter colored beer. It turns out darker. As a lager, I was expecting it to be light on the both hops and the malt, and it has come pretty heavy on the malt, but a lot lighter on the hops than I expected. So did it meet expectations? I don't think it. No, it didn't. But it turned out to be a really good beer. I'm Pete LaFrance, the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations. And you know, if you enjoy this type of programming, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. Okay, I'm hoping all of your beers meet expectations.